And welcome back to Ozarks Live once again. It's time for the gift that keeps on giving, headaches. Here's Trtan back time.
Be back with Trtan back time.
And we're off.
Here we go.
Right. August 10, 1927. The Mount Rushmore Memorial is dedicated. It was completed in 1941. The 60-foot tall heads were chosen for what they represent. The nation's birth, that's Washington. Growth, Jefferson. Development, Roosevelt. And preservation, Lincoln. Also, a happy birthday to Missouri. 1821, today's date, becomes the 24th state. So we're going to go for our bicentennial next year.
That's right. We should
That's
be
what the
celebrating.
license plates are all talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Now, James Foreman Todd Sloan, 1874, racehorse jockey who introduced the practice of riding high on the horse and hunching down to reduce wind resistance, which you see jockeys have adopted that all over the world. It was called the monkey crouch, and that's how they ride now. August 11, 1984. President Ronald Reagan says, "My fellow Americans, I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes," as a joke for a sound check for radio. However, after hearing about the comment, the Soviet Far East Army was placed on alert and stayed that way for 30 minutes.
Okay. You got to watch when you have a mic on.
Yeah, you
know?
do. Yeah, you do. Happy birthday to Frank Epperson. We all like this guy, born in 1894. Accidentally left a glass of soda with a mixing stick on a windowsill overnight, causing it to freeze. He originally called it the Epsicle. We know it as the Popsicle. August 12, 30 BC. Egyptian Queen Cleopatra commits suicide by placing an asp, a poisonous snake, to her breast. Now, we all know that story. What I found interesting is her great-grandparents were brother and sister. Her grandparents were brother and sister. Her parents were brother and sister. And she had previously ruled with her 2 brother husbands, and she killed them. Didn't know that.
That sounds like a Netflix something or other, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, happy birthday to Elvis Edgar Owens Jr. Buck Owens, born in 1929, helped create the Bakersfield sound. He was a co-host on Hee Haw from 1969 to 86. He also had 15 #1 hits in a row. August 13, 1941, the Ford Motor Company unveils the first plastic car. Composed of a steel tubular frame with plastic panels attached. It ran on hemp fuel. Engineers claim the panels were made from soybean fiber and in a phenolic, I'm not sure if that's pronounced right, resin, although the exact formula has been lost. The car was supposed to be safer than steel, and because it was lighter, was more fuel efficient. Happy birthday to Johann Christoph Denner, born in 1655, German musical instrument maker, credited with inventing the clarinet. So if you like Pete Fountain, thank him. All right, August 14, 1901, Gustav Whitehead makes the first publicized account of powered heavier-than-air flight. Reports were published in the New York Herald and the Bridgeport Herald, and was witnessed by several people, including a reporter from the Bridgeport paper. This was 2 years before the Wright brothers.
But thanks to Trtan back time, now everybody knows.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Happy birthday to Dorothy McHugh, born in 1907, was an ex-Ziegfeld Follies dancer who appeared in a commercial about a medical device. You might remember her crying, "I've fallen and I can't get up." She was paid $60 for that. That's it, all right? And finally this, what do you call an ant that has been shunned by its community?
An ant?
An ant that has been shunned by its community.
I don't know. This should be really good, though. I'm sure it's going to be worth the wait.
I'm gonna let you read the answer.
You're going to let... No, I'm going to have to get down to
Okay,
get
here,
the
I'll do
answer.
this here,
Okay,
too.
so what have we
All
got
right.
here? Socially distant. Thanks for that one. I could have waited all day. Socially distanced. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that wraps it up for this edition of
Pitiful.
Turton Back Time. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If I could turn back time.
Made me get down off the stool for that one and everything. Socially
I even
distant.
had to print it and
Yes,
everything.
you did. At least I can read it this
Well,
time.
you can open the card too if you want.
There'll be nothing in the card. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. Coming up next, Tom gets to chat with Pam Critchfield from the Grand Village Shops and the Shops at Branson Meadows.
Yep. It's time to start getting ready for back to school, and she's got what you need. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.